So today what I want to explain you is that, so that day we was using laboratory, right? So when we are using laboratory, it is important to save it. Why it is safe? Because laboratory is very important place, no? So it's expensive place. If you don't have something happen to that library, sorry, not library, laboratory, so what will happen? It will, right, damage. If that damage, then we have to spend a lot of money to buy that one, no? So therefore we have to use the lab very safely. Okay, so at that time we discussed that we can use the lab safely in two ways. One is we have to save the
Safety of you.
right about the device, right, device, and the safety of ourselves, no,
Self.
selves, right? So safety of ourselves and safety of device, so that we did discussed earlier, how we are going to save in our lab, right? If we are using lab, how we are going to save. So what are the things that we must understand? So we studied that one. Then last week we studied how we are going to protect our device in the laboratory, right? So what are the precautions that we have to take so that the device of the laboratory can save, right? Nothing will happen, no? So that's what we discussed last time. So now today we have to go ahead with the same lesson, right? Right. The Hamsa, are you there? Can you hear me? The Hamsa, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right, Puta, api adarim piliganna pe class ekata. You are welcome, right? So we will welcome you very warmly to our class, okay? Right?
Okay.
Can you hear? So can you understand the way I am talking to you?
Yes, sir.
Right. If you have any questions, Puta, you have to ask me, right? So don't be afraid and don't keep quiet. So you can ask me at any time. So Puta, what I would explain to you is we have finished the first lesson and we are going to in the second lesson. Second lesson we are going in the middle way of that second lesson, right? And so we were doing the safety of lab when we are using it. So there are main two things that we have to concern. So we have to concern the safety of device as well as we have to concern safety of ourselves, because we are the people who are going and using the lab. Therefore we have to see our safety and the device safety, right? So we discussed all these things last time, right? With Diniti we have studied them, and if you want, Puta, you can take that video, right? Last videos are available on the LMS. You can take it them and watch them, okay? Now today what we are going to do is, when we are going to inside the lab, what we are doing, we are not just sitting there, we are going to open the computer, no? So the way we are going to open the computer, the way we are going to off the computer, so those things we are going to learn today. So today the heading is called what? Let's operate the computer. So how we are going to open the computer? That's what it says here. Okay? අපි කොහොමද මේ කම්පියුටර් එක ඕපන් කරන්න කියලා තමයි අපි අද දවසේ ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. Right? Okay, shall we write down a heading called today's heading? Let's operate the computer. Let's operate the computer. Right. Before we discuss that one, would you like to go through that lesson, page number 17. Just go through this and read it in, and will you just read it? Now when we are talking about let's operate the computer, in the book it says like this: we must practice to operate the computer correctly from our childhood. For the following guidelines gives below. So that means from our childhood, we must understand how we are going to operate the computer, right? So this is what it means. So we are discussing here in the lab, right? So in the lab we have a normally what type of computer? What is the type of computer we have in the lab? Huh? We call sometime PC. No. What do you mean by PC? Personal computer. PC means personal computer. No. So what is personal computer? Some people are saying for that this is what? Desktop. Desktop computer. Have you heard about those words? Apata? Desktop's computer. So that mean the PC or desktop computer is having like this, right? They have a system like here, right? What is this? Have you seen this type of computer system? Abda?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you may have here monitor, something like, right? You have monitors connected to here. You may have keyboard here, right? So this keyboard here, so it is being connected to here. And times you may have here mouse, right? So these type of computers are known as PC or desktop, right? The Hamsa, have you seen that one like that computer? The Hamsa? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about Diniti?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for these computers to open it or operate it, we have to give the power, no current. So now the power is, this is the wall. In this wall there is a plug point. So you can directly connect from here to this wall, right? So the power comes here, right? But it is not directly connecting from the wall power to the computer system. There is another device called, have you heard about the UPS? Huh? Have you seen something like this, Puta? It is something like this, right? And it is that wall comes to this system, right? This power from wall comes to this system. Our computer is connected to this system. This is called what? UPS. So what do you mean by UPS? Uninterrupted power supply. Uninterrupted power supply. What does it do? What is the function of this? If supposing if the power is not available, right, the computer is switched off now. But if you have connected to this one, even though your power is not there, even there is no power, the computer will not stop because the power from this unit, power gives continuously. So that sort of a unit is called UPS. What do you mean by UPS? Uninterrupted power supply. Uninterrupted power supply. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just can you write down here? Can you draw this something like here? Right? මේ වගේ එකක් අඳින්න බලන්න, අඳ ගන්න බලන්න.
Okay, sir.
So what did I say this one?
UPS.
Yes. What do you mean by UPS? Right. What is the abstraction of the UPS? The long form of the UPS. Apata. So you can write down somewhere else in your book. Down. You can write down uninterrupted power supply. So that's the meaning. Uninterrupted power supply. Uninterrupted power supply. Uninterrupted power supply. Okay, so uninterrupted power supply. Right. I want to explain you what is this. So what happened to this with this? Mukadda making many pute. So who can explain me? Yes. Do you know? Have you seen this one earlier, Puta?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What happened from there? Diniti, what happened from there? Diniti? Diniti, don't worry. Just tell me. No, it's right or wrong doesn't matter. Huh? Doesn't matter. Just tell me what is this. Alright. Okay. From where you have seen? Huh?
When we press the button, the computer is
Is what? Puta? The computer is what?
opening.
Right. Okay. Then I'll explain you. And the Hamsa, have you seen the such a this? The Hamsa? The Hamsa, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen this one anywhere and somewhere else?
I have
Sorry?
UPS.
You haven't. You have it. So what happened from that UPS? ඒකෙන් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ?
සර් ඒකේ තියෙන බටන් එක බුවාම මේ ඩෙස්ක්ටොප් එක ඕපන් වෙනවා.
Right. So here you get the button, no? Here you get the button. Once you click it, once you press it, what will happen? So the computer will open it.
එතන රතු පාට තැඹිලි පාට කොළ පාට එළියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තුනම පත්තු වෙලා මේ අන්තිම ලයිට් එක කොළ පාට ලයිට් එක පත්තු වෙනවා.
Very good. That's right. Diniti. Right.
Yes,
So now when you press this one, there are 3 lights are there, right? So by blinking that light, so power comes to that, then from that power comes to the system unit, right? So from the wall plug, power comes to this UPS, from UPS power comes to this system unit. So in that time, sometimes if the wall power is not there, what happen? There is a power already bank here. That means there is a battery system. The power has been backed up, right? And then it is inside. So once the power goes, doesn't matter. Computer is continuously working because it gives the power continuously to this computer system. That is why I said UPS, uncorrupted, not corrupting, no power corrupting, uncorrupted power supply. So without corrupting, power is giving the computer system continuously. So that is what happened from this. Clear? මේක වෙන්නේ ඒදී මොකද්ද? දිගටම අපේ වෝල් එකේ නැත්නම් තාප්පේ නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා අපේ කරන්ට් එක ගියා වුණාත් ගෙදර මේ කම්පියුටර් වැඩ ගන්න හේතුව මේකේ තියෙන බැටරිය තියෙන කරන්ට් එක හරහා මේ මැෂින් එක on වෙනවා. So this machine can on by using the backup of this UPS. So there is a power. From that power, computer can work automatically, right? Okay, so that is called UPS. Now think that you have a computer something like this. How do you going to open? What are you going to do the first? think that this is a system that you have in the computer laboratory. When you go to the laboratory, how you are going to open the computer? So what are the steps you are going to open the computer? First thing what we have to do is, you have to take that plug and plug into the wall. Neither. First what we have to do is, we have to plug into the wall. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing what happen? We have to switch on this UPS. Right? You have to switch on the UPS. So first you plugged it and switch on it, then you have to switch on the UPS, then the power comes to the UPS, right? Then what happened? Then I have to switch on the system unit, right? In system unit somewhere else you get switch like here, you get a switch something like here, right? So you click on it, right? You click on it. So once you click it, computer is switched on. Then you have to switch on the monitor, right? So the monitor is opening. First wall plug I have to switch on, then I have to switch on the UPS, then I have to switch on the system unit, then after I have to switch on the what? Monitor. Switch on the monitor. Then computer can be used because of the all those proper way. Okay. Right. Can you do like this? Write down a small sentence. වාක්‍යයක් ලියන්න පුතේ යටින්. Following are the following are the following are the following are the steps that we have to follow. Steps. Following are the steps that we have to follow. We have to follow when switch on the computer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Puta?
Please, I can pull Monica.
Okay, Diniti, can you tell me again? Diniti, can you tell?
Sir, can you tell it again? I couldn't write some.
Alright. Following are the following are the following are the steps that we have to steps following are the steps that we have to follow following are the steps that we have to follow to switch on the computer, that we have to follow to switch on the computer. ඔයාලා පුතේ වේගෙ වැඩි නම් කියන්න. To switch on the computer. හරි. දැන් ඔයගන්ට පේනවා ඇති මම ඔන්න white board මේ screen එකට දැම්මා. ඔයගන්ට පේනවා ඇති 1 2 3 4 5 කියලා නෝ. So there are some numbers there from 1 to 4. So those are the steps that we have to follow, right, when we are switch on the computer. So can you write down one by one those steps? Which steps ටික ලියන්න බලන්න පුතේ කොහොමද බලන්න කියලා.
Sir, do we need to draw this?
No need to draw, just write down the steps only.
Okay. So I have finished.
Okay. හරි නේද? තාම දහම්ස තාම ලියනවද finish?
No.
Okay, finish it then.
So I have finished. So I have finished.
නේද පුතේ? Right. So here, right. Now what we have to do is, according to the book, that what we have to do is, Puta, first lesson, first steps. What we have to do is, first simply supply electricity to the computer. Supply electricity to the computer, right? By turning on the switch to connect to the computer system. එහෙනම් මොකක්ද කියන්නේ පුතේ? පරිගණකයට කම්පියුටර් එකට මොනවා කරමුද කියන්නේ? ආ? මේකට කරන්ට් එක දෙන්න කියලා කියන්නේ නේද? Right? So first what you have to do, you have to give the power to the UPS, right? By connected to the wall page, right? Wall socket. හොඳයි. So the second, that is second first one. Second one, if your computer is connected to a computer, you can work in the continuous working. Continuous working. Neither. By using what? By pressing the switch on button. By pressing the switch on button. Right. Tunginiyaka. The system unit should be switched on. So that means you have to switch on the computer system, right? That means you have to switch on the computer system, right? Then you have to switch on the monitor. Then you have to switch on what? Switch on the monitor. Now can you understand what I mean here? So that is how you are going to switch on the computer, right? Can you tell me, the Hamsa, how do you going to switch on the computer? How the Hamsa?
First, left, right.
Okay.
360 to the computer by turning on the switch
Okay.
connected to the computer.
Okay.
If the computer is connected to on unit unit interrupted power supply, turn it on. Next, the system unit should be switched on. Final, the monitor should be turned on.
Oh, okay, Puta, right. Amaring ngari homa kiyene ka time pute harimade, right? So even though you are not so familiar to read very well, doesn't matter. That is the start that you are going to do, right? So I'm so happy that you can do anyhow, and you read it. That's very nice. So that the way that you did it, right? So no problem. Okay, Dineti, can you go ahead with your way of explanation of the how to switch on the computer? දහම්සා හොඳයි පුතේ නේ. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් විදිහට ලස්සනට කිව්ව එක හොඳයි ඈ. ඒ ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. අපි ටික ටික පුතා ඉස්සරහට හදාගෙන යමු ආ.
Electricity
Yes.
to the computer
Okay.
by turning on the switch connected to the computer.
Good.
If the computer is connected to an uninterrupted power supply,
Yes.
UPS turn it on. Next, the system unit should be switched on. Finally, the monitor should be turned on.
Very good. Right. So now it's okay. Now both of you know how to do computer switch on it. So first what we have to do is we have to switch on the wall. You have to plug the wall and switch on the wall. Then it comes to that UPS. So then you have to switch on the UPS power supply. Then after that the system is switched on. So you go to the system and you have to switch on the system power. Then you have to switch on the monitor button, monitor's button, no power button. Okay. So this is how we are going to switch on the computer. Right. Now what we are going to do is after some times, so we do something. No, we have some lot of work and we do something. Then after some times what we have to do is we have to switch off it. Right. Okay, anyway, so you are a new student, you go to the school computer laboratory and you sit down, then you are going to switch on the computer, right? So how do you going to switch on the computer? So click plug point to the wall, right, of the computer system, and then it comes to the UPS. From UPS it goes to the computer system, right? This is how we are going to work on it, and uh, this desktop is working on it. Okay, right, we'll move to that next one. අපි එමනම් අපි ඊළඟ වතාවට යමු ඊළඟට, right? Okay, so after sometimes once you work on the computer, then you have to switch off the computer නේද? computer වැඩ කරන on කරන් ගියාට පස්සේ අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ? මේක වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. So you go inside the computer room and you have to work on it, right? You have to work on it. Okay, right, now we are going to do how to switch off the computer. So how they are going to switch off the computer, right? So this is the way of switch on the computer, right? Before that you can write down a heading. Another heading is called how to switch off the computer. How to switch off the computer. How to switch off the computer. Okay,
Okay, sir.
right, now I'll share you the book, and that book also available, that how to switch off the computer in step by step manner. So what we have to do is just read it, and then you can have your own notes about the that subject, right? Okay, can you read this? Can you read, Puta?
Sir, I can't see it properly.
I will make it bigger.
Now I can see.
All right, okay.
Sir, we should write this one, right? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Puta.
We should write this, right?
Yes, you should write how to switch off the computer step by step manner.
Okay, sir.
ABCD කියන එකද?
So I have finished.
Okay, we will wait till that the Hamza finish.
Okay, sir.
I have.
Okay. So now you know how to switch on the computer, right? So you know how to switch on the computer and switch off the computer, no? ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා දැන් පාඩම ඔස්සේ අපි ගත්තේ මොනවද කියලා නේද? හා? Right? So when we know how to switch on the computer, so you are going to the laboratory and you have to save the laboratory, and to save it, first of all what you have to know about yourself. I mean, how we are going to save you safely in the lab, and then you have to find out the devices safety, right? So that you know about the device, and then we are then it is there to switch on. When you go computer inside, when you sit down in the computer, then what you are going to switch on the computer. So once you switch on the computer, it will not switched on. Why? What happened? Because we have to switch on the UPS. Without UPS not working, right? So that is what here mentioned in this lesson, right? How we are going to switch on and switch off the computer system, right? Any questions to ask? Yes?
No, sir.
දැන් එහෙනම් අපි දන්නවා ලැබ් එකේ කොහොමද ඒක වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඊළඟට now අපිට තියෙනවා in this book shall I send you the book PDF for the Hamsa? මට ඕනද දැන් එපාද? හොඳයි එහෙනම් නිහඬිය කව තියෙන්නේ එපා කියන එක කමක් නෑ right. හොඳයි එහෙනම් අපි යමු. ඊළඟට එතකොට එනම් let's use correct posture when using computer, right? So you know how to switch on the computer and you know how to switch off the computer, right? Let's learn computer ethics, right? So now what we have to do before that some Dhamsa කොහොමද පුතේ අපි මැෂින් එක off කරන්නේ?
First, we should close any programs that we have opened.
That means what? When you switch off on the computer, when you switch on the computer, you are opening sometimes Microsoft Word or else PowerPoint, or maybe you are drawing pictures and all. No, so those all you are programming. No, all these programs are open because you are opening them. No, right? If you want to draw the face, then you have to go to that Microsoft Paint, right? So you open it. And if you want to do some mathematical purpose, you are going to what? You are going to Excel. Then you open it and then go to Excel. So like that, there are many programs can be opened. නේද? ගොඩාක් program තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. So what you have to do is, you have to
No.
turn off all the programs. First of all, what you have to turn off them. ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කන්නේ ඔක්කොම off කරලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. Right? That is the first steps. Then select the command shutdown. Then you have to go to that here. When you click here and down, so when you click it will pop up here. Then there is a shutdown button is there. So you have to click on the shutdown button. Then what happen? Then computer will be shutting down. No, computer will be shutting down. Then after that, what happen to do? Right?
We stop the power on off button
Yes.
of the monitor when it
Right. That's good.
screen
Oh, they can the අපිට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ?
become dark.
We have to first, then you have to switch off the what? Monitor screen. No, there's a screen. No, this one. Then finally you have to switch off the screen. Switch on switch, right? When screen again switch on करता है तो it was एक off करना. So for what do I do? First of all, when you want to shut down the computer, so you have to close all the programmed open programmed. Then you have to shut down button. Then you have to switch off the UPS. Then you have to switch off the finally monitors switch, right? Monitors power switch. Right? So this is what we did today in the lab. So when you go to the lab, so how do you go? What are you going to do? You are sitting down and then you are going to switch on the computer. Once after you worked on it, then how do you going to switch off the computer? That is what we learned today. නේද? ඉගෙන ගත්තට පස්සේ කොහොමද මැෂින් එකක් ඕපන් කරන්නේ? වැඩේ කරන් ගියට පස්සේ මැෂින් එක කොහොමද ක්ලෝස් කරලා දාන්නේ? So that is what we learned in this point, right? So in next time we have to understand about how to learn computer ethics. Then we have to understand what is ethics. What is ethics? So then we will understand the ethics and then how we are going to use those ethics, right? අපි ඊළඟ දවසේ කතා කරන පුතේ මේ ethics ගැන තමයි, right? අපි සිංහලෙන් කියනවා සාර ධර්ම, right? පරිගණක භාවිතා කිරීමේදී පාවිච්චි කරන සාර ධර්ම. So we are going to learn on those ethics and the customs and the behavior, right? So this is what we are going to learn next week. So do you have any other questions, Puta, so far?
sir.
No, sir.
Dhamsa, are you okay? Are you satisfied with the class or do you have any questions? Dhamsa?
No, sir.
No. All right. Okay. So next week also, so Dhamsa, you have the class same as it is, but not halfway, but come full way. You have to come on 4 o'clock, right? So you have to go to that LMS. From LMS, you have to get the link and then you come on time, right? And also the Dhamsa, if you want to, you can watch the video. All the videos are available in LMS. You can watch the video also. Okay. If you want
Okay, sir.
any questions, anything, just give me a call to my number. My number is in down here. Can you see the down here? Here in down. Right. So if you want any questions, you can download it, right? Okay. So before we stop that, I need to get that Dhamsa's information.